Hey guys, Shelby here, and I got to see an early screening of The Toxic Avenger, and I wrote an episode for a special miniseries. The Toxic Avenger, St. Roma's Village is an anthology series about the people who cross paths with everyone's favorite radioactive janitor. These are the stories of decent, hardworking people who just want to feed the hungry, heal the sick, and report the news without anything funny, weird, or gross happening. But unfortunately, they live in the same city as a disgusting, freakish superhero determined to stand up for the citizens of St. Roma's Village. All of this was created in anticipation for The Toxic Avenger exclusively in theaters on August 29th, starring Peter Dinklage, Kevin Bacon, Elijah Wood, Taylour Paige, and Jacob Tremblay. Personally, I absolutely loved this film. It had all the blood and gore I was looking for, and I had a ton of fun working on this miniseries. There are 3 other episodes out already, and if you'd like to hear them, be sure to find The Toxic Avenger, St. Roma's Village on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And be sure to buy your tickets to see The Toxic Avenger in theaters on August 29th. You can buy your tickets today. You can learn more by visiting toxicavenger.com or by following Toxic Avenger on Instagram, X, or Facebook.
In St. Roma's Village, there is no peace and quiet, but the Toxic Avenger will do his best to keep everyone safe. The average person probably just wants to lead a low-key life. They don't want to battle killer clowns, stand up to evil corporations, or see someone's head explode on the sidewalk. But the Toxic Avenger will do his best to keep everyone safe. Find out if he'll succeed, and if anyone will notice, or even care. The Toxic Avenger, St. Roma's Village.
Oh, hello there! I'm Monica Nordhoff, CEO of The Miss Meat, formerly Mr. Meat line of restaurants. You may even remember our brief foray into the Mexican restaurant business, which we quickly had to abandon after the incident in 1984. But enough about that. I'm here to guide you on your very first day as a Miss Meat employee. In this video, I'm going to take you through a few do's and don'ts in the workplace. Let's go! First, let's start here at the front of house. Sometimes, you'll get some problem customers like this joker over here.
I told you, my whole family got food poisoning from this shit. What's in this food? Is this even real meat?
Whoa! I wonder how our star Miss Meat employee is about to handle this.
Sir, of course it's real meat. It says right here on our sign, M-E-A-T, meat. You can contact our customer service number on the bottom of your cup if you'd like to leave some feedback.
You mother... I called that number, and after 4 hours on hold, it hung up on me. Twice! My entire family's in the hospital. My mother is on a ventilator.
What a negative Nelson, huh? As a Miss Meat employee, you know that we only use the finest MEAT available, shipped directly from the BTH factory. That's M-E-A-T. Methacyclor, equine byproduct, asbestos, tapioca. MEAT. Let's dive back in to see how this gets resolved.
Sir, I reserve the right to refuse you service. And I have alerted the police with our burglar alarm.
Burglar alarm? I'm not a burglar. I'm a customer who is demanding Miss Meat pay for what they did to my family.
That sounds like a threat to me, sir. And I think my friends here will agree.
Sir, you are under arrest for attempted burglary.
Attempted what? I'm just trying to get answers to save my children here.
I'm not going to ask you again, sir.
Ask me what? You haven't asked me anything.
Sir, you need to calm down. Tase him, boys.
Well, that knucklehead will have plenty of time to think about questioning our fine products in the clink. Let's check out other parts of the restaurant, shall we? Whoa! Looks like we're in the back room. Your store's back of house probably looks a lot like this. Oh, and here comes someone to help us out to learn about backroom safety.
Hi there, Monica. I'm Rudy, the regional manager of the St. Romasville branches of Miss Meat.
Hi, Rudy! What can you tell us about all these boxes everywhere?
Well, Monica, these are all of our Miss Meat branded cups, wrappers, secret sauce packets, and more. The most important thing to keep in mind about this part of the store is your back door. You've got to remember to keep your back door clean.
Oh, I'm sure. You don't want to attract pests and vermin.
Not just that, but moisture too. Sometimes those back doors accumulate way too much moisture, and that's when things get real messy.
You're absolutely right, Rudy. That's why keeping your back door clean is always a #1 priority in the Miss Meat stores. Can you give us a little tutorial, Rudy? Wow, you really got in there, Rudy. You could practically eat off this back door.
Oh yeah. Sometimes you've just got to roll up your sleeves and really go elbow deep.
Oh no! This woman is choking! Don't worry. We always have a member of the Miss Meat staff watching the restaurant floor.
Hey, you gotta help her.
Any moment now, our Miss Meat team member will save the day.
Does anyone know the Heimlich maneuver?
Lady, can't you do anything? Please help her.
Oh, this is a very expensive pantsuit, so I'm afraid I can't. But what I can do, loyal Miss Meat customer, is look for a Miss Meat employee.
She's turning blue.
Why would a loving God allow something so cruel to happen?
Why don't we take a quick break to find that darned employee, huh? That's why you shouldn't be like Skanky Sally. Instead of watching the restaurant floor, she was doing the no pants dance in the men's bathroom.
No, we were just making out!
And this old lady choked on an onion ring. Now, Skanky Sally will be sent to the BTH factory to learn a little more about the MEAT making process.
What?
Sorry, Sally.
You can't do that! But this is kidnapping! You ugly
Here we are at the Miss Meat Tater Tots Play Place. Not all Miss Meat franchises have a play place, but if yours does, be sure to pay close attention to it. Children are harbingers of disease and destruction, which is why all the walls and floors are made of rubber. Easy to clean, easy to bounce off with minimal damage to their tiny bones. How does one clean the Tater Tots Play Place, you might be asking yourself? Well, here's Ed Carpet, our most prominent franchise owner. How you doing, Ed?
Hey there, Miss Nordhoff. Well, I'm doing just peachy.
How many Miss Meat franchises are you up to these days, Ed?
I'm happy to report that Mrs. Carpet and I just opened up our 22nd Miss Meat location right inside the airport. And we are currently awaiting the say-so from the local school board to replace the elementary school cafeteria food with all Miss Meat products.
Way to go, Ed. Now that is initiative.
Yes, ma'am. And can you believe I myself started as a Miss Meat cashier?
Wow. See what a little can-do attitude can do? Maybe you sitting there watching this will end up just like Ed over here someday. So, Ed, back to business. You're here to show us how to clean the play place.
It's very simple, really. What you're gonna want to do first is toss a bug fogger in there and seal the doors shut. The package says the place needs 48 hours to air out, but I'll say that's just some government overstepping nonsense. You can fog at 6 a.m. and it's good to open up for the kiddos by 8 a.m.
And what about those inevitable sticky messes children love to make?
Oh, this is one of my favorite latest inventions from the BTH Corporation. All you need to do is spray it all down with our Miss Meat Original Lemonade. It's not just lemonade, it's also a disinfectant.
The food scientists over at BTH really know what they're doing.
God bless them.
Any last steps?
Always make sure to comb the ball pit once every 6 months or so. Make sure to clear out the food, dirty diapers, and other detritus that's accumulated at the bottom.
Great tips, Ed. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Anytime, Miss Nordhoff.
And now I think it's time for our last section. Here we are in what I like to call the heart of the restaurant. This is the kitchen. As you can see, there are many different safety hazards back here. There's hot oil, sharp knives, the slippery and greasy residue coating every surface, including the floor, that can't seem to be fully removed, that comes from the grilling of the MEAT patties. Always remember your non-slip shoes, or you could end up like Stoner Steve over there.
Yo, what's up, my man?
Stoner Steve looks to have forgotten his non-slip shoes, a required part of the Miss Meat uniform. Let's watch what happens.
Steve, you forgot your non-slip shoes again. How do you keep forgetting?
I don't know, dude. I just love smoking the ganja so much. Makes me a little spacey. It's cool, though. I have my regular shoes.
Oh, Steve, doing all that reefer is going to bite you in the butt one day.
You sound like the man. He's trying to hold me back from living my truth. Now, I'm going to carry this very heavy box of fries over to that boiling grease.
Steve, watch out! The MEAT residue on the floor.
Whoa!
Steve! Oh, God, it's horrific! Steve! Oh, God, his hands are being fried!
And that's why you should never forget your non-slip shoes. And why we have started implementing incredibly strict random drug testing policies. What a harsh lesson to leave on. That wraps up this video. Welcome to the Miss Meat family. We are so happy to have you. Once this video stops, please go get your manager for further instructions. I'm Monica Nordhoff. Remember to always smile.
This episode was written by me, Shelby Novak. Dialogue editing by Daisy McNamara. Sound design by Brad Colbroock. CEO Monica Nordhoff was played by Elissa Park. Angry Customer was played by Andrew Parker. Ed Carpet was played by Brandon Cahela. Cash Register, B. Narr. Police Officer was Brandon Nguyen. Rudy was played by Mick Wheaton. Sally was played by Kayla Temshiv. Employee was played by Isiah Rothstein. Customer number 1 was Pacific Obadiah. Customer number 2 was me, Shelby Novak. Did you notice it was me? Customer number 3 was Chris Harris-Beechy. And Stoner Steve was Jesse Hall.